Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's Keisha'Kae world. It's your girl coming to you like pearl. Subscribe, share and comment with a one word. And remember feel like as a share in her world. And remember this.
Welcome back to my channel. I am Keisha'Kae, and today I want to do a video on 1 year COVID. So it's COVID anniversary and I want to talk to you about COVID. Go and subscribe. Go and subscribe. My notice so now watch my content, but I not subscribe. Go and subscribe. Get your girl to 1K. So road 1K, we said together we are gonna do it. Follow me on all socials. Also, I am on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Tumblr, I'm on LinkedIn, I am on Facebook. So it's Keisha.K and Karen McFarlane for Facebook. Go ahead and subscribe. Follow me. Don't forget to press bing and that notification bell. That's when I drop a video, you'll be the first to know. Okay, before further ado, so COVID has been here with us for 1 year, and I want to talk to you about COVID and the persons that it has been affected. Everybody talk about who it directly affects, but what about the persons who it affects indirectly? For instance, the minority groups, the children at home that are being abused, the disability community, the LGBT community, and so forth. Those type of persons that COVID-19 has been affecting. All right. I am a lecturer and I work at a school, and it has directly affected me, but I am a bit concerned about the persons that it has been affecting indirectly. All right, so one of the group that it has been affected indirectly is the children at home that are in situations that they can't get themselves out of. For instance, if they were going to school, they would be able to go to their guidance counselor to say, this person is fondling me, this person is touching me, this person is sexually grooming me, this person is making me feel uncomfortable, and so forth. What avenues are out there for these persons? I'm not hearing firsthand on the radio, on the television, in the print media of hotlines, and they started to talk about it last year in the initial stages, but I don't see any public campaign of such going around continuously informing these persons of where they should go to seek help. They are hurting, and initially there were several suicide and suicide ideations cases, and persons actually took their own lives. And these things were probably as a result of either being in awkward situations, or they just couldn't deal with the effects of this pandemic. But I want to hear from the lobby groups, the guidance counselors, the government, the social workers, CDA, well, it's not CDA anymore, but the Child Protection Agency, Child Protection and Family Agency, whatever it is called, to hear more from them how to treat with these situations. Persons are hurting. Think about school principals having the issue of several of their students being out because of teenage pregnancy. This is a real situation. You understand? They're at home. They are where the abusers are. They can't get out. They don't have any avenue. They don't know how to express themselves. They don't know who to go to. The situation is real. Think about a person, think about persons who are single parents and they have to work. They leave the children to go online for online classes. And the neighbor is their boyfriend, the neighbor is their idol. They cross the fence, they come over, they're in the communities. And it's real situations, it's real trauma cases, so they continue to get abused. Think about an uncle that lost his job, an uncle that lost his job is home. You have to go to work as a mother, a single mother, the children are left home. You continue to molest these children and threaten them not to speak about it, and then you don't know, you're not seeing the signs. And then there's another issue of these children that are left unattended to attend classes. They are having a whale of a time with the technology, with the gadgets. Instead of going to online classes, they are taking their organs, their private parts, and sending it all over. They are talking on the phone. They are playing video games. For instance, the community that I live in, several children have not been to school since the start of the pandemic, and I wonder often, what are the authorities doing? What's happening? When you speak to them, they say they're not no school clothes, them say they're not no gadget, them say all sorts of things, because some school has partially open, and some days they go in, and some days they are at home. Some have not turned up any at all since school has partially reopened, and so forth. And there is the other group of persons living with HIV. I don't hear a lot being said about them and how they're coping, or what coping mechanisms or mitigations have been set up to deal with or address their issues. Because say for instance, they used to visit the clinic, they can't go as often now, and they are also stigmatized, and more persons, and they are just afraid. They don't know how to cope in a pandemic. They are also wondering, if they are so vulnerable with their situation, what if they are affected or they contract COVID-19? What's going to happen to them, So I need to hear more, I need to see more being done to remedy these situations, or at least let them feel like they have a voice. Somebody's there for them, somebody's listening to them, somebody has their interests at heart. And there are also the persons with disability. I've been listening to the radio. Most time now when I go in the car traveling to work, I do not play music anymore. I keep my ears in tuned to the radio, the stations that will tell me exactly what is going on. So normally I listen, and when I listen, I hear a lot of things that you wouldn't see on the television, or you wouldn't hear otherwise. For instance, I hear several persons who are living with disabilities are calling in and stating that they have applied for the We Care grant, and up to date, they have not received same. What's happening with that? They are the ones that are considered minority in our society, and we are the ones that are thrust with care, due care for them, and we should look out for them. They are neighbors, they are brothers, they are sisters, they are mothers, they are fathers, they are co-workers, they are neighbors, and we should love and care for each other as if we love and care for ourselves. So I need to hear more being done. These persons need to know. I haven't heard much saying either read the vaccine and these people that are disabled. I don't hear a lot saying about the disabled community. What's happening? So please, these are the persons that are affected the most indirectly by COVID. Some are directly affected, but more likely some of these persons are indirectly affected. The person, the LBGT group, this is a sore point. Some people think they have brought it on themselves. Some people think they are acting. Some people are discriminating against them. We all live in one sphere, one community, one big space, and we all need to cohabit where we live. We need to cope. We need to be tolerant to their needs and their sexual orientation and all of that. We need to cater for their needs. So although they choose to be with the same sex, they choose to dress a certain type of way, they choose to behave a certain type of way, nonetheless they have needs. They have career needs, they need jobs just the same, they need medical care, they need to be treated with, they need to be loved, they need to be cared for, they need to occupy basic needs and basic spaces. And of such, I need to hear more persons addressing their situations or speaking out about who is going to cater to them, where do they fit in society, or they're going to access the vaccine, or they're going to access special care, medical care, because they are afraid. A lot of them are afraid to go to our facilities because they would be stoned, they will be discriminated on, they would be shunned, they would be criticized, they would be talked about, they would be ridiculed. So it's high time now. It's modern time now. It's the 21st century. Get with it. You know, people are one. We do not discriminate against people, race, creed, religion, color, classism, and those things. We are one and we ought to be treated as such. Another group that is affected is, women in general. We are really hurting in this situation because, for instance, if there's a couple or a husband and wife, and the husband is particularly making more money than the woman, he's gonna be having the discussion that probably she should stay at home to tend to the children, their needs, especially if they're minors, because I have a small child and I haven't started sending her to school as yet, because I am not going to be sending out my little one in this situation until I know what's happening with this vaccine, with this COVID, with where it's going, the numbers will be down, etc. So my 3-year-old is at home. So if it was a situation I didn't have somebody to care for her, I would probably have to be taking her with me everywhere I go, or I probably have to be staying home. But women who are in the situation that their backs are against the wall, are in a situation where in the relationship the man decides that she is to stay home. Look at this typical example. If there's a man that is making 3 million for the year or so forth, and this little woman is probably making 600,000 or 700,000 for the year, he probably made the decision that she should stay home with the children and tend to the home, and see to that their homeworks are being done, see to that the house is in running and keeping. But this little woman might just be depressed. Think about it. I would be depressed because my little 50,000 or 60,000 was my money, and although my husband or my man would be caring for my home and the children needs and all of that, and probably give me a little extra money, that extra money would go on my own money. Makes sense. And some women are just independent like myself. I just like my own job, my own money, my own things. I don't want to be totally dependent on anyone. And sometimes going out, meeting other people, working, just striving to accomplish and to accomplish your own goals and objectives make you feel pleased and make you feel accomplished and complete. But when you have to depend only and solely on a man's income, then it becomes problematic. It becomes a situation. We are affected also, and that's just the whole stress of being at home. You can't go out freely, you can't be entertained, you can't relieve your stress, and then the children, and then online schooling, and then internet issues, and then all sorts of myriad of problems. You feel hopeless and stressed, and because of that, I don't see a lot of things, a lot of public education, a lot of things being done, a lot of talks, a lot of Zoom meetings, a lot of Hubble, a lot of things being done to offset these crises that women and the minority groups are experiencing, because we are affected also by this pandemic. We are affected. And then when it comes to work from home, that's another kettle of fish. So the work from home situation, when you do have to work from home, you have to do more. You have to do more preparation. You have to do more planning. You have to do more cooking, more cleaning, more helping the children. It's stress on your mental health. You know, you will be burnt out. You will be feeling hopeless. You'll be feeling sad some days. You will be feeling overworked, overburdened, and you just need an avenue to escape. Where do we go? We have it on our yard. We don't know where to go. So, after 1 year of the pandemic, yeah, the vaccine is here, but I need to know who is catering to the needs of the minority group, who is listening to them, who is answering their queries, who are reaching out to them. You know, where can they go? Where can they call? Where can they find solace? You know, and the situation is real. It's really, 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 really real. So people, it's the end of my little chat about the COVID and 1 year and how it has been directly or indirectly, for that matter, affecting the minority groups. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and get your girl to 1K. It's road 1K. Yes, your girl is on her way. Okay, thank you for listening. Thank you. Subscribe, 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 subscribe. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Out, out, out.